Hey guys, welcome back. Things are a little bit different today. I don't know if you can tell. Sorry about the noise that you might hear in the background, but I'm outside. So what are we doing today? Why am I outside? Exactly. I am on a walk. I'm actually going to the store. I had to leave the house very secretively because I am on a mission that my husband can't know about. Because normally I'm not one to knit Christmas gifts. I am a very selfish knitter, but this year I said, you know what? I'm gonna try and do it. It's very difficult to keep Christmas gifts a secret when you're living with somebody. So I want to try and keep it a secret for as long as I can. If I can, I think he'll probably figure it out. But for now, I don't really want him to know, and let's see if we can keep it that way. But I want to do something pretty simple, knit my husband a beanie for Christmas. And I have done that before actually, and it's the beanie that I'm actually wearing right now. Really simple beanie, just stockinette stitch, long tail cast on, knit in the round, and then, you know, kind of jumbled all together up at the top to kind of just make this baggy beanie. And he loves it. He wears it all the time, but it's pretty thin, and I want to do something nicer because I know I can do better. And this time I want to do something that's reversible. So on one side it would be one color, and on the other side it would be like a double knitted beanie. So it'd be extra thick, really extra warm, and I think he would really love it. So I tried to shop my stash for this project because I do have some superwash wool. Problem is that the colors that I have, I know that one of them he won't like. So since I want it to be double-sided, like two different colors, I'm gonna use one, but I need to find maybe a matching fiber that I can knit with that's in a color that he might like more. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take you guys with me. We're gonna go to the store and see what we have. I have a yarn shop that's very close to me, so I'm just gonna walk over there and let's see what we can find. Really beautiful colors, but these are obviously not good for my husband. But look at this one right here. This purple is really cool. Look at the different variations in this yarn, it's so interesting. Virgin wool and acrylic. Nice. Okay, you guys, when I was coming back home, I ran into my postman and he knew who I was, or he remembered me. So that's that's bad news, because that means I order way too much stuff online. It is yarn. It is from Garthenor. I found out Garthenor online. I don't know what, I think it was honestly just an advertisement that was recommending this place to me. And this is super cute because in this packaging already, it says, "Dear Bethany, thank you for your order," but it shows you a little map of Great Britain and the Falk Islands where the wool grew. Here it is. These are really beautiful colors. Wow, I love this. So let me put the packaging out of the way and show you the skeins all side by side. So like I was mentioning earlier in another video in my podcast, I've been trying to get more into natural, like 100% wool, like really natural wool. And that's, I think, maybe where Garthenor like started popping up. You know when you think things or you just happen to say them and then suddenly you're getting an ad for them? I feel like that's what this was. I got 2 skeins of their sock base yarn, the Snowdia sock. This one is really cool. This color is beautiful. And this color as well. But I also got the number 2 organic Shetland wool in this really nice 2-tone twisted yarn. I've wanted to knit something up in this, but I just don't know what that would be. So I just decided let's get 1 skein of like this thinner wool instead of, because I know We Are Knitters has one that's mixed together, but I think it's their petite wool, so it's quite thick. And I don't know if I would like this with a thick wool. So I wanted to try like something thinner, and this is perfect. And I just want to see how it knits up and if I'll like it. That's really what this is all about. This one too. So this is the other skein type of yarn that I went for. It's called Beacons. It's organic Polwarth, Romney, and Hebridean wool. I wish I were more of an expert in this area, but I really can't say too much about that, like what these kind of wools feel like. These are all very new to me type fibers. But this one is very soft. Beacons, very, very soft. It is a DK weight yarn in the shade Basalt. So it has a little bit of variation. That's what I liked about this. So it was like a light white and then a light gray, kind of similar to the sweater that's right here, actually. It is grown in the Falkland Islands, South Wales, the Scottish Highlands, and southwest England, scoured and spun in Yorkshire, and hand finished in West Wales. So really, really true to the UK. That's great. So Beacons, number 2, and then the Snowdia sock in 2 different colors. I really like these. So far, my first impression is very, very good. You can definitely tell a little bit scratchier, but I think they're gonna work into really, really nice socks. And then these 2 right here on the softer side, I think it really is kind of just like rough, medium, and very soft. And I don't know if I'm gonna be a regular customer because of how expensive customs is, but really cool. Glad to have mail. I was waiting for these. It did take like a month, I wanna say. Maybe not quite. Maybe I'm overestimating because I was impatient. But yeah, okay, so that was a little bit of a distraction, but we have things that we need to do. So on top of that, let me show you what I got at the store. This is what I got just now, besides that fun surprise. So here I have 2 skeins of that merino extra fine wool that I saw. I think I showed you guys while I was there. So I picked up these because I think they will work really well with what I already have in my stash. Yes, so this is what I already have in my stash. I don't have the tags on these, but this one is the same. It's in a state, as you can tell. So I'll be really excited to get these out of my stash. These are really, really nice, but like I was saying earlier, I just don't think that this is dark enough for what his taste is. And then together, definitely not. I don't think together he's not really gonna like this. But this would pair well with this, and they honestly look identical. And he's not really much of a gray, and this is a really light gray, but I just think it would look the prettiest with this black, and all the other colors in the store weren't really his type. I was hoping for a dark, dark blue, like very navy, that I could pair with this, but we're going the black and gray route. So yes, what we're gonna do, we're gonna knit a beanie, like I said. We're gonna knit a double-sided beanie, and I'm talking really low so that he doesn't hear me. I want to knit this as quick as possible because the longer it's on my needles, the more likely he's going to find out what I'm doing. As I'm knitting this, I'm really trying to look back at the previous beanie to see what I did, because this one fits really well. So I want to make sure that I will, you know, make something that also fits well again. And I did decreases along 4 points of the brim. Sorry, I know it's black, so you can't really see anything, but trust me, there are 4 points there, if it will ever show. Hope it did. Now, I don't think I evenly decreased. I think I was doing like an every other row decrease, and then at the crown, like really close to the top, I decided to decrease every row. So we might do something similar. Because I want it to be like a shallow curve. I don't really want it to be obviously very pointy. I just want it to be very casual in the back, and I don't want it to bunch up too much. So I want to decrease as much as I can so that it looks nice. But here is where I'm at. I just put markers evenly across my row or my round, and I will make decreases at all of those points. So I'll be doing slip slip knits and knit two together. And this marks the start of my round, this blue one right here. So I think I'm gonna do, I want some stitches in between to kind of divide it. So I think I'm gonna do 2 stitches and then an SSK, and then knit 2 together, 2 stitches before my next marker, 2 stitches, SSK, and so on. And I'll kind of do that pattern for a little while and see how that looks. This beanie, let's be honest, is not like a crazy advanced thing, but it will be special. This is very vanilla, very basic, because I know that's what he's going to love and wear all the time. I haven't gotten through many of the rows, but as you can see, the more decreases that I'm working, the more it's going to start closing up in the center. And then I'm going to, I'm just going to finish that up, pull it through, and then we'll come back and work on the other color. I think I've decided on doing the blue instead. I think this is just going to look a little bit more boyish for him, something that he might like a little bit more. I feel like this is just a little too light, and I don't think he'd ever wear it facing outside with this gray, so I can use it for something else. Yeah. So let's do that. I think I can go this way. Not 100% sure. I think it's this one. If I go like this. I have my needles right here. And I'm just gonna take this scrap yarn off one at a time. That's not a loose stitch. Woo! Nice! Voila! All of the stitches are back on the needles. Cool! Now I just want to mark off the start of the round, and that means we can use our next color. So this is in quite a state. It's Slate Blue by Wool & Gang. They're Super Trooper wool. Their balls come apart very easily, as you can see. But that's okay. I'm gonna actually, because this part of the yarn doesn't look too great, it's like already unraveling, I'm just gonna snip it here. I'm gonna take my yarn as it is, just do like a little loop, and first insert my needle into the next stitch, and just place it over, like so. And begin working. And I'm just gonna have a small little knot until I can weave my ends in later. Nice and to go. And then I'm gonna do it all over again on the other side. I've never done the provisional cast on method. Anything with a crochet hook always seems like a bad idea for me. But that was actually not bad at all. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm gonna definitely use it more often. Do you guys have anything like that where you're just like, I do not want to learn how to do that? That sounds scary. And then if you actually try it, it's so non-issue. I challenge you to do something that you've been putting off, like learning a new skill knitting wise. If there's anything that you've been putting off to learn, I challenge you to do it. Maybe you will surprise yourself at how easy it was. Ooh. What if I did like just one small like little border at the very edge, and then did another like 2 rows of black, and then started my blue, so that then both sides you could have that little accent color on the edge. Maybe I should do that. I'm gonna do that, I think. That would look cute, right? So just a couple rows in on the next color. Ooh, I'm really loving this. I think it looks really cool. I was playing around with the idea of doing stripes, but I don't think he would he would appreciate it all that much. I think he will just prefer like the solid. But I like how this blue pairs with the black. I feel like it makes it look a little bit darker than when 2 of these were together, the 2 Wool & Gang Super Trooper wools that I had. These 2 paired together, I feel like would make a be a lot lighter feeling than this now. And here is how much I have left of the black right now. I think I'm going to go back and kind of change the construction of this top part right here. I just think that the way that I did the decreases, it's bunching up a little too much, and I don't know how that's gonna be if it's double-sided, so I might have to revisit that. But I'm gonna get the majority of this blue done first before I make any decisions, one way or the other. But I think that's where I'm gonna leave you guys for now. I don't really want to push myself too much, and lucky for me, it's still early in December. I wanted to have it all done for you so you guys could see, but I'm sure you guys can understand. So thanks so much for knitting with me, and I really hope that this hat is going to turn out really nicely. I think it will. And I'll be sure to update you guys on what it looks like, the final outcome, in another video, because I'm posting twice per week in December, so I'm sure we will be coming back to this project again. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you next time. Bye!